Hello, everybody. Fursade again. Now, I know a lot of you probably didn't see the post, but a few changes to the schedule before we get into it. One, I'm gonna start posting every Thursday as opposed to every weekend because I get out of school early on Thursdays, so I'll have enough time to record before my parents get home. Second, I'm gonna commit to the gaming videos, the crafting videos, the arts and craft videos. I've just really given up. I mean, I don't have a lot of things to arts and craft yet, so until I figure that part out, I'll commit to the gaming videos. And the third thing is I'm gonna be posting a lot more shorts. I'm gonna start posting more shorts than I normally do. So, with that being said, that's the changes to the schedule. If you have any questions or recommendations, let me know. And let's just get into chapter 7. I want to say it's either 7 or 8 or 6. It's either 6, the number that comes after 6, or 8. All right. Anyway, let's get into it. So last we left off, there was this handheld military base that was under attack by Thayers. The one swooped in to defend them. The second, Lord X's second in command, died. The one decided not to tell Lord X for fear of that he would start a fucking war. And Lord X eventually found out, but the Singularity had placed evidence on the second in command's body that framed the one. So Lord X believes that it was the one. Lord X goes back to his kingdom to contemplate, and that's where we left off. So we go from there. So this happened like a week after. But before we get into that, let's put the one to the side for now. Okay, the one is irrelevant right now. Okay, well, we're gonna put him to the side for a little bit. Okay, so this happened a week after the base was attacked. So Lord X is invited to a meeting with Arctic and Emperor Xenofangs to discuss what happened at the. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. I had to go do something. So Lord X gets invited to a meeting with Arctic to discuss what happened at his base. Along with Emperor Xenofangs. So the two head to the Frozen Kingdom and into the Frozen Castle and are greeted with Arctic, who takes them to the boardroom to discuss this. And she's like, "Okay, because I enforce both of you, like I have to watch over both of you. You two need to come to an agreement because it was the Thayers that attacked." So Lord X, if you feel the need, you can strike back and suffer no penalty. And so Lord X is like, Emperor Xenofangs, I can't tell who is at fault here because again, your soldiers were found on the land, but it was the one's evidence that was there. So how are we gonna settle this? And Emperor Xenofangs is like, okay, I have there are two options here. There are two options, really. One, you can eject the one. You can get rid of him from the Hantel army, and he's no longer associated with you. Or two, and this is Lord X's worst nightmare, the Hantel army is seen as weak in the press because, y'all don't know this. I never told y'all this, but the Hantel army, before Lord X was in charge, the Hantel army was known for being the most ruthless army on Fenaria. So for them to like weak in the press, it would be like the Lord X's worst nightmare. So it's either Lord X, no, not Lord X. It's either Lord X ejects one from the Hantel army, so Lord X loses his best soldier, or he suffers bad press. And can we all just take a gander at what Lord X chose? He chose to eject the one. So the Lord X is like, okay, fine. Because the one chose to betray the Hantel army, I choose to eject one from my army in order to keep my image and make it seem like, okay, we can actually stand on business. And Emperor Xenofangs is like, good. I'm glad we could come to an agreement. We did not mean any harm. We were just simply defending ourselves. So the two leave, and Arctic is like, okay, we've come to an agreement. We can all go home now. So Lord X returns to the Hantel Kingdom, and he's like, okay, that was a lot, but hey, it's whatever. the one's gone, okay? And meanwhile, at the Thayer Kingdom, just beyond that border right there, the border between the Hansel and Thayer Kingdom, the Emperor Xenophage is meeting up with the Singularity. Like, okay, I got Lord X in a weakened state. He's lost his best soldier. The one is no longer a big concern to me right now. And the Singularity is like, okay, you remember our deal, right? I help you get rid of the one. Well, you help me get rid of the one, and I'll help you get rid of Lord X. And Emperor Xenophage's like, okay, it's an agreement then. They had already reached an agreement, so it's not much. Okay, so the one returns to the Hansel Kingdom, and before he can do anything, he's pulled into Lord X's castle, and he's like, one. I regret to tell you this, but you're no longer part of my army. And the one is like, dude, what the hell did I do? Did I do something wrong or something? And it's like, Lord X is like, you killed my second in command. You have all the fault here. And the one is like, dude, I did not kill your second in command. That was the Thayers. You should know that. And Lord X is like, then why did I find evidence of you with the Thayers attacking my military base? And the one is like, what the hell are you talking about? I didn't do anything. I did not kill your second in command. Sorry, my nose itches. Hold on. Okay, there we go. And the one's like, I did not kill your second in command. The evidence is false. And then Lord X is like, okay, prove it. Prove this undeniable evidence right here. And he shows the one, the autopsies, all the file, everything. And he's like, fuck, that is mighty convincing. But I did not do that. And Lord X is like, listen, if you have lied to me. You lied to me, and you know I do not lie, so you can either, I do not like liars, so you can either walk out, or I can force you out. And the one is like, okay, fine, I'm out of here, but hey, if something goes wrong, don't ask me to come back. And so the one leaves the Hanto army for good, and Lord X is like, fuck. Oh my god, this is gonna be a long day. And that's kind of it so far. Yeah, that's it for this chapter. No, not really. We can keep going. Okay, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. We're building up to the big war now. So meanwhile in the Thayer Kingdom, Emperor Xenophage has sent out some of his Thayer troops to attack the Hanto Kingdom, but not directly, like not a full-on assault like a war or something. No. He sneakily tells them to infiltrate the Hanto Kingdom. What am I stuttering? What do you call soldiers that are deployed? Soldier. Okay, so the Thayer soldiers infiltrate the Hanto Kingdom. They find Lord X's house, well, not his house, his castle where he's at. And while this is happening, Lord X is somewhere else. So, but his wife is there. I didn't tell you all this, but he's married. Lord X is married. So, the Thayer soldiers sneak into the castle, sneak into his wife's room, and they off his wife. They off his wife. Now we're gonna stop there because I've kind of gone on a little too long. I think my sister's home. So this is gonna be it. I know this one was a little hastily said. I stuttered a lot in this one, but hey, it's Sunday. My room's a mess. I gotta clean it, and I gotta wash the dishes after this. So this has been your host Fursade. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Have a good afternoon. Have a good night. Whatever. And I'll see you next time. Bye.